Breakup Diary. I have with me
India.
and we are going to talk about the main theme is mental health in the African American community, but we might like diverge here and there. Like it totally like it's up to you. Like this is like your chance, your opportunity to speak about anything that you want. So I want to start off with tell us about what you have been through, like your own personal journey with mental health.
Well, going through college, I had a situation where I was in a domestic relationship and didn't know how to go about it, getting out. And then when I finally did get out, thank God I got out, hey. When I finally did get out, I had no one to talk to. So it was more so just me and my head and, how you blame yourself and have all these moments of doubt, like fighting with your religion, fighting with just all of those things. And just really, I should have had someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have that person to go to and just vent and everything. And it wasn't until like maybe a year or so later, I met my current boyfriend and he helped me to get through that stage of my life. So.
How long were you in the relationship for?
The domestic one? A year. Like a year and a half.
Year and a half. When did you see it start to get, was it like immediately?
No. It was about 7 months in.
Okay.
During that 7 months, I found out he cheated. And...
Of course he did. Of course they did. Of course.
Cheated. And then try and flip the script and make it like it was about me and he felt I was cheating. Mind you, I had maybe 10 minutes of the whole day to be by myself outside of going to work. So in 10 minutes, I'm cheating on you. In 10 minutes,
yeah,
I'm with you or I'm at work.
I remember that. So
it's no time to do any of that. Or I'm in class. So it's like, when did I have time to cheat? But like I said, it's just not having that person to talk to. And feeling like you were just not worth. Like your worth is gone at this point.
Yeah.
So, but through prayer, through my current boyfriend, basically refinding myself and getting back to loving myself and knowing my worth, all that just took time.
So you left him?
Yes.
What made you think like, okay, enough? Like, was it a particular thing that happened? Was it like you were just like reading your Bible one day and you were like, oh, like this is the sign that I have to leave?
Oh, that was plenty of signs.
Yeah, but like, what was that like final straw?
When he tried to take my life for the third time. And literally, I just started running. I was able to get to the door and run, and I just never looked back. It was, I don't even know how to say that scar. He cut me with the knife on my stomach, me trying to like dodge him or whatever, but he did end up doing that. But he fell into the TV. And when he fell, that was I was gone. I was like, I just took off. And it was close to my actual college, so I was able to run to the school. And then I ran to my, who did I run into? I ran into my professor or something like that. And then we got into, the whole thing of, you should have came and talked to somebody, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't feel like you have anyone.
So no one knew?
No one knew. No one knew. I hid that. Definitely hid that. Because it never got to the point where it was, like, visible here.
Yeah.
It was maybe, like, arm or, like, a back or, something, but it was never my face. So, and it wasn't my face, so I just was able to hide that.
Yeah.
My friends knew something was wrong, though. They knew because I stopped really going out with him, and we used to go out all the time. It was always, I'm with him.
Yeah.
I'm with him. So, but I mean, like I said, I took off running and never looked back.
Yeah.
And that's...
I've never talked about this Wow, I don't know why I've never talked about this before. My very first boyfriend. I wanted so desperately to start dating, and my very first boyfriend, he was extremely physically abusive. I don't think I told anyone. Now that I think about that, that's crazy. Like, if my cousin's watching this, she's gonna be like, "I'm gonna go to his house right now." Please don't do that. But I remember the first time that he hit me. We had gotten into a huge fight about, I don't even know what we were fighting about, but I hit him on his chest because he had like annoyed me, whatever, and I had that idiot mentality of like, oh, like, men will never hit me back because like I'm like, you're not supposed to hit a woman, blah blah. And then not to victim blame myself or anything like that, but like I was just not too naive to think I could put my hands on any man,
right?
And he's not going to retaliate on any human being. Period. Any human being. Like, you put your hands on someone, right, you're gonna get hit. You know. Right. And he punched me in my mouth, and I fell, and like I remember like my body was just like, I gotta run. So like I started like, and I remember my legs stopped working. So like I started crawling and like I started screaming, and like he like grabbed me by my legs and like he dragged me back into the room, and like I was just hysterical. I was just like, I can't believe that just happened to me. This didn't just happen to me. I just didn't get hit. Like, he loves me. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not that stupid girl in movies who gets hit. And he like grabbed me, or like, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again, And of course I was like,
right.
I didn't listen. Like, of course, like,
to your brain, to your heart, you listen to. He's not gonna do that again. No. And then like the next day I showed up to work with like this huge like purple lip, and I just said I fell. God, I'm so stupid. Yeah, when you think about all the excuses that you say.
And I remember my coworker who I had we went to like elementary school together, and I think we're still Facebook friends. He was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I fell," and like tears started coming down my eyes. And he's like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't make this a big deal. It's nothing," and it's not nothing.
Right.
It's not nothing, and I think that not only little girls, teenagers, but like adults our age. I mean, I'm way older than you, but think that it's not a big deal.
Right. Because it's definitely a big deal. And the thing is, I don't know who's watching this, and who's gonna.
No, there's not a video.
But still, eventually someone's gonna freaking see this. And if anybody that knows me and doesn't know this story, sorry guys, I didn't tell anyone. But
same.
Right. Didn't say anything. Was too afraid to. Was ashamed. But the thing is, like, I have 4 brothers. Mm-hmm. I have 2 dads. You know, it's like I have all these men in my family. You know, it's not like I can't fight. It's not like, you know, but it's just like the thought, like, you can't believe it happened. Yeah. And you don't know what you're going to do until it happens. Yeah. Because you can say, oh, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to do this and that. But then you're like, just terrified now, because you're like, what the hell just
What do you think that, if there's someone watching this right now and that just happened, or it had happened, what do you recommend that they do?
Tell somebody. Like, do not be afraid to tell somebody. Like, tell multiple people. Someone's going to end up stepping up and helping. Yeah. In any way they can. Like, I wish I would have just reached out. Mm-hmm. But, like, this person was threatening to, like, hurt people that I loved. So I felt like, as a woman, it's, like, I was like, I got myself in a situation, I got to get myself out. Yeah. Without hurting other people in the midst of it. Because if someone got hurt on my account, I couldn't live with that. Yeah. Like, that would tear me to pieces. But, like, thinking about it now, and, I mean, I was only 20 when it happened. And thinking about it now, like, and looking at the person he was back then, I'm like, he wouldn't have done shit. I should have just told somebody. Like, he may have done something, but not to that extent where it's like someone else's life can be in danger.
What do you think? I just saw this. I have two questions. I'm gonna say them both back to back because I'm gonna forget. The first one is, I just saw this tweet that said, if your man puts his hands on you, or a woman, I don't want to isolate anyone, don't call the cops because they're at risk of being pressed charges against and going to jail. And then I saw this other thing. I saw this other thing where oh, forgive me. Where they're afraid of them leaving.
The abuser leaving?
Yeah.
Leaving wasn't the thing. I was hoping he would go. That was the problem.
Really?
That was the issue.
Wow.
It was like I felt like a caged animal.
Wow.
It got to the point I felt like I was just trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how to escape. But as far as your first question goes, I tried that calling the cops thing and it got flipped on me.
No.
It got flipped on me.
No.
Yeah, that was the first time he ever had like struck me at my face.
Uh-huh.
And I think that was just, I'm like, this is my moneymaker. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I immediately called the cops. But there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And then he made it seem like I told her to leave my house. And she didn't leave.
Wow.
So it was like I was trespassing.
Wow.
And I was just like, are you serious? Now it's turned on me.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like, whatever.
That's crazy. What do you think about those situations where the abuser does get broken up with and he retaliates by like shooting or attacking or like kidnapping the child? Like, what do you think about those kind of instances?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't have any kids and stuff, so it's like, I don't know. I would say still get your police involved. If you're able to, get them involved. But like I said, I don't know how to go about that.
And I think that first off, like, side note, I'm getting so good at actively listening. I'm literally not planning any of these questions. I practice active listening where I'm literally just like, I don't think. I'm listening to everything that you're saying, and I'm just responding impulsively. So, like, if you really want to get more in depth with active listening, like, feel free to private message me, or I can direct you to my YouTube video that I did before. But I think particularly in the African American community, I'm always scared to call the police. I'm always afraid to call the police.
Well, and I understand that because I get it. Like, because now I'm at that point where it's like, I'm afraid to call them.
Yeah.
And not because of that situation, only because of what's been going on.
Yeah, present tense.
Yeah, like today's time. Like, it's like, now I'm scared to call them.
Yeah.
But in that situation, I still would try.
Yeah.
Because I would still rather, like, something else happened, whatever. I would still do that because it's just a call for help. Mm-hmm. Because there were people that, like, his friends and all the people they knew. But it was that me getting my first real boyfriend in college, he was a little tough, he was a little thuggish, whatever. I wanted the bad boy and everything. Yeah. But I should have listened to my instincts. They were red flags before anything ever happened. Mm-hmm. But I just never paid attention to those things. Yeah. I just was like, oh, whatever, it's just a boy, it's just, whatever. But get the police involved. Yeah. Am I afraid of them? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's just a shame.
It sucks. But I mean, I have active police officers in my family. Mm-hmm. All women, about 7 of them.
Wow.
So it's like it's a seesaw for me. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, on one hand I really can't stand, on the other hand I have to, respect what they do. I have family members that do what they do because they're trying to protect us. Yeah. So it's that, fine line between that situation. But
last night, I got off work at 3 a.m. and I worked in a nightclub setting, mm-hmm. and there was no one on the street, and I saw a cop across the street while I was calling my Uber, and the Uber was 10 minutes away, and I called my friend to stay on the phone with me, but they didn't pick up the phone because obviously it's 3 a.m. and I was like, okay, Ashley, you gotta walk over to the cop and just say, hey, I just feel unsafe. Can I be with you? Because you're supposed to make me feel safe. And I was so much more nervous of walking towards the cop with other than potentially getting kidnapped or something. Right. But I walked up to the cop and I was like, hey, this is gonna sound so stupid, but can I just please stand right here next to your car? I don't have to get in or anything, but I feel nervous. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Please, like, you can sit in the car with me if you want to. And I was like, it
sucks that we have to feel that way.
Yeah, like, I'm really big on, like, people have that job for a reason. Like, I'm not going to change my own oil in my car because someone has that job for a reason. I'm not going to get revenge on someone because that's the police's job. They're here to protect and to serve us. And I don't know, like,
it's just like it's crazy because like mentally we are terrified sometimes.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it was a cop that was black, it'll be different though.
Yeah.
But when it's a white cop or even a Hispanic or whatever other race cop, we're sitting here and we're like, I want to call you, I want to reach out, but then what if you think I'm a threat just because I'm reaching out? And it's like
exactly.
And even as a woman, we feel like we're a threat.
Exactly.
And it's like I can see if I was like a man, a big man or whatever, but it's like as a woman, we shouldn't feel like we're a threat to a police officer with a gun. Like we're just here with like a purse.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think about like I had my book bag with me too, and like so like he probably felt unsafe next to me.
Right, it's like it's just a bag.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to feel that way.
Yeah.
But I mean that's something I feel like that's personal issues within those cops that are bad cops.
Yeah.
Like that's some mental thing that someone has embedded in their heads that we're bad people.
Do you think it's also because of the algorithm with social media where it's like the posts that you like, the posts that you view, that's what we're viewing, and we're viewing less of good cops doing good things?
No, because I have both. I mean, you know, it goes viral when something bad does happen.
Yeah.
Which it should. Because it makes us more aware and keeps us on our toes.
And I really try not to share those things on my social media. That's just kind of like, ooh, everyone needs to see this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I stopped sharing those things because I try to just put positive things out there now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you put positivity in the universe, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
So I try my hardest not to like post all the bad stuff because there's a million trillion other people posting all of it.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't have to be that 1,000,001.
Yeah.
I don't have to be that person.
Yeah.
So
true. Wow, I never really thought of that. Wow.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to be that one. I'm going to be the one putting up something more positive, something more light and airy.
Wow.
Like I'm at this point in my life now. I know it's like I've shed that skin of India, and now I am who I am.
That's crazy.
So,
like it's very rare to meet someone our age. Like I'm still in my 20s. Screw you. I'm still in my 20s.
How old are you? You're way older than me. I'm like what?
It's very rare to meet someone so grounded and so self-aware.
It's hard to meet people that are self-aware of who they are.
Yeah.
Because like we had a phone conversation, the other day, and I'm just like, I am who I am. It's like there's no apologizing for it.
Exactly.
I can adapt to my environment and speak differently, and carry myself in different ways. And I'm with my boyfriend or with my friends.
Yeah.
But I am who I am.
Exactly.
And it's like accept me for who I am, or you're just not meant to be in my life. Like
exactly. Oh my god. And I'm still learning that, where it's like I just want everyone to like me, but I'm always having that hard time where like not everyone's gonna like you, not everyone's gonna vibrate with your vibrations, and I have to be okay with it. But sometimes I'm like, ooh, like, what can I do to make you like me?
Right, and I'm so done with that.
Yeah,
I can instantly walk into a room and feel when someone's energy is not like mine.
Yeah,
or their energy is really like they're trying to make themselves higher than they really are, or trying to, because I mean we all should think of ourselves high, but not to the point where you're thinking you're better than the person right next to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, I'm just myself. And I want people to be themselves.
Yeah.
But in a respectable way, obviously. Because you can't just go and be like, oh, this is who I am, and F you, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. Like, still be respectful and still,
exactly.
carry yourself accordingly.
Yeah.
But don't try to be who you're not.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that. I can't think like I'm someone else. So
I dig that. That's so dope. That's so real. Okay, last words, because she has a very long drive ahead of her.
Yes.
Last few words. We did not talk about mental health awareness at all. This turned into domestic violence talk, which I think is so important, though. I love that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still mental awareness because it goes into going and talk to someone.
Yes.
Because you can get trapped in that mindset of you're not worth anything, and just beating yourself down.
Yeah.
And you need to just basically, refine yourself, like reinvent yourself. Well, not reinvent, but like just find ways to accept what happened, let that sink in, enjoy those emotions or not enjoy them, but have those emotions, and then eat some ice cream and move on with your life.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to accept it, take it in, it happened, you got out of it, you're alive, thank God.
Yes.
And move on.
Yes.
So.
And I think that a huge red flag is if you feel like you can't talk to someone about it, that's a sign right there in itself.
Yes.
Like if you're too ashamed to say that, oh, he pushed me against the wall within fear that your friend's going to be like, no, that's not okay.
Then it's not okay.
Sometimes we are our own best therapist.
Right.
And another thing that, man, I feel like we don't talk about this enough in the Black community.
We really don't.
Don't be afraid to call the cops.
But also, it goes into not just as far as with the domestic violence thing, but
I've never seen his face before. My roommate, I've never seen his face. Sorry. Go ahead. I knew that he lived here, but I never knew that. Okay, keep going.
Okay. But as far as in the Black community, when people say that we're too angry, or too aggressive about situations, or that, like those that say, oh, we're just mentally stronger so we can handle those things.
Yes.
And it's like, no, we're still a person with feelings, with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we need someone else to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're sad about something, or it's like, oh, just get over it, just suck it up, man up, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, those are not, sometimes something's mentally not there.
Exactly.
Or if you just feel like you're depressed sometimes and just you get down. Like, I still feel like I suffer with mild depression.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are days where I don't know why I'm upset. I don't know why I'm sad, but I'm completely just drunk, like just torn apart inside. And it's like, we need to talk to someone.
Exactly.
Because it's not okay and it's not normal.
It's not.
It's not what people do because we're Black. We can handle it. No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's not it.
Yes.
I'm a person. I'm still a person.
Wow.
So, yes, talk to someone. And even if you can't or feel like you're not comfortable talking to a physical person, there are these anonymous things online.
Oh my God, yeah.
So there's so many outlets now. And even for people that say, oh, it's not accessible. Bullshit. There are a lot of free outlets. Mm-hmm. It may not be $1 billion freaking company, but at the same time, good advice is good advice coming from no matter who it's coming from.
Exactly.
It could be a stranger on the street that gives you advice that's better than your therapist.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't think advice has a price on it.
Oh my God. Oh, I think that's gonna be the tagline of this video.
Advice doesn't have a price.
Tag on.
Right.
I love it. Okay. Where can people follow you? Where can people find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at inspirational_Isis. That was my theater name before I found myself and decided India was good enough.
Exactly.
So
I love that.
So yeah, my Instagram is inspirational_Isis, and then my Facebook is India Davison. That's Davison with 1 D, not 2. Davison.
Awesome. Do you have a Twitter or?
No. I'm getting all those things eventually. I don't like Twitter.
I love Twitter. Oh my God, I love Twitter.
I can talk to my friends on the phone. I don't know.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Smile. And it's Reflection Sunday, so reflect on how you're going to be great this week. Cheers. I always have a problem with ending live videos. Where's the button? I don't know. There's a vacuum in the background. And